in this activity, we're going to configure extended standard name and extended name ACLs to meet the specified communication requirements. So the first instruction is to verify the connectivity in the new company network. So before we test the connectivity, of course, we need to establish the communications. So we need to configure, we need to configure all the IP addresses for all the end devices, and we need to configure the routing protocol for the routers in order to advertise the network that is unknown to other routers. And then if possible, we need to configure the static default route in order to go out to the internet. If you notice, the HQ and branch router is connected point to point, and we're going to use the OSPF as a routing protocol version 2, and then we're going to set this as an area 0, and then HQ will serve as our edge router that goes out to the internet. Okay, so the first requirement is we need to create an access list. The first one is the standard access list that explicitly block the FTP access to the enterprise web server from the internet. So that means from the user, we need to block the FTP access to the enterprise web server using the standard access list. And there will be no ICMP traffic from the internet should be allowed. So there will be no ICMP traffic should be allowed to any host on HQ LAN 1 here. So there will be no ICMP traffic. So that means we need to block the ICMP traffic that goes into any host from HQ LAN. That goes to any host from HQ LAN. And the second ACL requirements is use the access list 1111 and no host on HQ LAN 1, no host from HQ LAN 1, so that means PC1, PC2 up to PC3 should be able to access the branch server. So these three PCs should not be able to access the branch server, which is located here. All right. Then the third requirement is to create a name standard ACL name. Instead of number, we need the name for ACL, and use the name VTY_block. The name of your ACL must match the name exactly. And only the addresses from HQ LAN network should be able. Only addresses from HQ LAN 2, this is the LAN 2, network should be able to access the VTY line of the HQ router, this one. So the only PCs that can be able to access the remote access for VTY line for HQ are the computers connected to HQ LAN. Otherwise, others like HQ1 LAN 1 and other networks should not be able to or are not allowed to access the VTY lines. So those are the access list requirements. Okay, so let us build from the beginning using packet tracer this network. So if you notice, we need 3 routers here and 3 servers. Okay, let us try to build from scratch. I'm going to open the packet tracer. So I'm going to use 2331 routers. And then for the internet router, I'm going to use 4321. And I need 4 switches. One here and another here. And one here. Another here. All right, and I need 3 pieces here. 1, 2, 3. And I need another computer here. And I need one server. Right, and also I need one server here to be connected here, and one PC here for the branch, and one server here for the internet, and one internet user here. All right, so now that I have all the end devices and the network devices, next I'm going to connect all the end users, fast Ethernet. I'm going to connect the switch using straight through cable and another straight through cable for another straight through cable here, and another straight through cable here, and another straight to, but I will use gigabit interface here, and I'm gonna use G01. I'm gonna use gigabit interface here, and I'm gonna use 00. I'm going to connect this PC also, going to this PC, and the server also connect to the switch, and I'm gonna connect this to gigabit, and I'm going to connect this one to 01. Alright, so, and then fast Ethernet to fast Ethernet of, and then the internet user gigabit. Alright, all the fast Ethernet has been connected. Now I'm going to connect the serial connection, the link between the routers. So I need a serial link in order to connect all the routers. But first I need to add a module which has a serial connection here. Turn it on. And then another router. Turn it off. Turn it on. And I need an interface as well here. Turn it on. Okay, so now it's ready to connect the serial connection from this PC 00 to 01. And then I will use another serial here going to that PC. Alright, so this is my connection. Alright, so after connecting that one, let us assign the name. This is headquarter, HQ, and this is the branch. This is an internet. And we have the branch LAN 1, and then we have branch LAN 2, and then we have HQ headquarters LAN 2 and headquarters LAN 1. Oh, sorry. And then we have the www.netahmad.com. Then we have the internet user here, and then we have the enterprise web server. Then we have the PC1 here, PC1. We have the PC2, PC3, and then we have admin here, admin, and we have server here. Then this is the IP address 192.168.1.0/26, and then we have an IP here 192.168.1.64/29, and then we have the IP here 192.168.2.0/30, and then we have here 192.168.3.0/30, and then we have the IP address for the server 203.0.113.73 for the server, and we have IP here 192.168.2.0/27, and then we have 192.168.2.32/28. Okay, so we have the name here. Let us put the name also. This is a branch PC, and this is the branch server. Alright, so let us organize. There's also an IP address here. What is the IP address of that? 198.51. One 100.218. Alright, so in the next video I'm going to configure this topology.